I'm on my way to work. Yes, I have a job, but it is really temporary. It's for 3, maybe 4 weeks. It's kind of nice because I feel like a lot less pressure and I just get on with my work. Right, we're here and I need my phone to unlock. 1 second. I'm finally here. I'm in an office. I have a title. My life is stable, predictable, and safe. It's 2 days in the office. I have nice colleagues. It's low pressure. It's flexible hours. This is great. My routine very quickly settled in again. It was either going to the office or working from home and meeting some colleagues. I was going to the gym early in the morning. Things were going great. Things were lining up exactly as I wanted them. But then the situation changed. I have some news. Today is supposed to be my last day. I've done my 3 weeks. But the sick cover has been extended now to two months, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty happy about that. I do feel a bit of like, you know? Now that the job was becoming semi-permanent with the extension of my contract, I was hoping to feel relief. But the feeling just didn't come. I thought I'd feel excited and relieved that I didn't have to apply for jobs anymore, didn't have to get rejected, and yet I found myself feeling down, just that something wasn't quite right. Something just felt off. I should be happy and excited that I have a job and that I get paid and, I have something to do. I have a routine, and I do enjoy these things. But I don't want any of this anymore. Yeah, after all this time of looking for a job, now that I got it, I'm like, this is not really it. Yeah, this is not what I imagined. When I was first made redundant, I went into automatic mode. I needed a job to sustain my life in London. I had a lot of expenses with my apartment, my routine, my outings, my travel, and so the sensible thing was to get a job. And for 4 months, I kept chasing that, applying for hundreds of jobs and doing 40+ interviews. But when this job finally arrived, I was in the middle of transitioning out of everything. I had already quit my apartment at that point. I still took the job, hoping that I would feel normal again and return to myself. However, what happened is, even after my job contract got extended, I had no interest in finding a permanent place to live. So it's official, I have become a real nomad. I do not have an address anymore. And I feel pretty good about it. And I didn't think I would. I didn't think I would feel this relaxed and content and happy. It was a very hard decision for me in the beginning to give up my apartment. And I didn't want to. I only gave it up because I had no job. So I thought, okay, I don't have another choice. I can't, spend my savings on maintaining an apartment when I don't know when I'm getting paid again. I don't know when I can afford rent again. It's not fun living out of a suitcase. You don't know where you're going to sleep next. If you're already anxious like I am, you kind of like security. You kind of like knowing, okay, what's happening next and where you're going to sleep next and stuff like that. And I really didn't think that for me, not knowing where I'm going to sleep next would be a good idea. But I had no choice, so, I went ahead with it. And actually, I feel really good. I feel very much in control, even though I have very little control. And then I kept thinking, well, why is that now? Why do I feel so calm when I should be nothing but stressed? We're off to the office today. I'm not feeling it. It just feels like I'm going backwards in time. I don't know, it's just the wrong direction for me. I don't really want to continue down this path. I kept hoping I would feel like before. I kept hoping I'd go back to the feeling of feeling settled, like I had a purpose and a place in the world, somewhere where I belonged. A title that would signal to everyone, this is who I am. And I was waiting to feel certain again that life was going the way it was supposed to. But that feeling just didn't come. And weeks went by. But if I don't want any of that previous stuff anymore, what do I want out of life? Now that I don't have a fixed address, I started playing around with the idea of what I wanted to do with my life. I played with different ideas of how I wanted my life to be and what I wanted to do in the next few months or even the next few years. But only one idea kept coming up and kept making me feel excited. Only one idea made my heart beat faster and my eyes light up with excitement. It made no sense from the outside, and yet it was the only idea that made me smile. And that idea demanded a radical change in the direction of my life. I have always played it safe. I plan ahead, I research, and I take minimal risks. Everything has to be measured. After last year, however, I realized that nothing is guaranteed. And if that's the case, if all bets are off, then would I still want this path? Would I still choose this job, this career, all of these things? And the answer is no. My heart was telling me to take the risk, to take a leap of faith, and I've had this feeling for years, but I kept ignoring it. I felt like the reward was too small and the risk way too great. After I quit my apartment, and I gave up the apartment, I got a job. Perfect timing. I don't really want to continue down this path, continue being employed in this way. It just feels like, I'm going backwards in time, and I think I've changed too much because I don't want any of this. It feels, something's just not right. And I keep hoping that the feeling will change. And it isn't. I keep thinking that, okay, if I keep going, the moment of relief will come, the moment of like, yes, I got everything back on track. All of that will go away. All of this anxiety and stress, everything's going to fall back into place. It's going to be predictable, stable. It's going to be the same. And it isn't, and it's not getting the same, and it's not happening. It's been weeks. And I don't feel relief. I don't feel settled. It's not what I want. It's not what I want. I don't want permanence. I don't want a permanent job. I don't want an apartment. I don't want any commitments. I don't want any of that. Instead, The unknown appeals to me. The uncertainty makes me feel calm. I want to strip my life down to the bare essentials and have no plan. I want to rebuild my life based on my dream and not focusing on how I can plan and predict every aspect of my life to minimize disruptions and minimize the unforeseen. I don't want to stress about uncertainty anymore because I cannot control uncertainty. I tried and it didn't work. So I'm going to stop fighting it and just let go. This temporary job is a bridge, but it's not a bridge to a new permanent position, and it's not a compromise, and it's not a step backwards. It's a step into the unknown. And it feels strange because I am stressed, I am anxious, and at times I feel quite overwhelmed, but it feels different. With each day that I approach the end of my contract, more weight is lifted off of my shoulders. I don't know where I'm going next, but for the first time in many years, I feel excited for the future. I feel like I can breathe again and I can actually live. I like that I'm free and I can change my mind at any second and I can completely change everything. I have nothing that is keeping me tied here. I have no obligations, and this feels incredibly freeing. I didn't think that I would be capable of doing this, especially at 35. I thought this is something that people do when they're 22, but not 35. And it does feel a bit like going backwards, but I'm really relieved. Like, I feel so happy. I feel so free. I don't have any ties here. I can literally decide to leave. And that is very cool. I wonder where I'm going to go next. And I do have some ideas of where I would want to go. And I think it's going to be very exciting. I think it's going to be really cool.